and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo. You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. The bush seems to be stuck. It looks as though it is caught in the rocks. That loosened up the rock pile somewhat. You didn't hit it with enough force to completely clear the pile. You blast the rock pile with a force bolt. Your magical lasso encircles the bonsai bush and gently draws it out of the grimy goo. Carefully clean the plant, then put it away.
Hello.
Two and two makes if you
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes. The bonsai bush is thriving in the rich soil. Your magical lasso floats. The bush.
na 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 na. Oops! Hi there! Three and three make nine. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake. One and three make six. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? magic message. Bushes here, in the rhyme with disappear.
No one seems...
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
Dr. Cranium's patented rehydration solution bears a suspicious resemblance to a flask of ordinary water.
So, Dmitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Wait, you didn't hear? Oh, that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man. Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
It was very kind of you to aid Igor. It has been a long time since we have had someone as heroic as you in Mordavia, yeah? Forgive us if we have seemed so unkind to you. It is just that we have lived so long in fear.
Say, did you hear that the gravedigger returned to town unharmed?
Did you know that the gypsy has been released?
Were you aware of the fact that rumor has it that you saved both Igor and the gypsy?
So you found Igor in the grave? Whew! Lucky for old Ig you came along.
Otherwise, poor little Iggy would be dead.
Well, at least he had a decent burial.
I was very worried about the gypsy. It was just like those 3 old yentas to accuse the wrong man. Oy, I'm so glad the gypsy is free. I don't know if gypsies are werewolves, and I don't really care. As long as they don't harm anyone, they have as much right to live in Mordavia as we do.
Bella!
Don't you believe that, Yuri?
Maybe.
Well, when you see your gypsy friends again, you may tell him that Yuri and Bella will welcome him in town.
Now, I never said that.
Oh, but you meant it, didn't you? You are a man of your word, after all. Oh, that is right. We hadn't been properly introduced. Yuri, will you introduce us?
This is silly. You've met before.
Still, it would be nice to be properly introduced. Please, Yuri?
This is Bella Markarov, my wife and keeper of the kitchen.
You introduce yourself in return.
I am very honored to meet you. My husband Yuri doesn't like for me to talk to strangers. He thinks they may be dangerous.
Bella!
Oh, Yuri! I always leave a supper out for him behind the... I'm not sure what he means by...
The gypsy has returned to his people, I guess. It is a good thing for him that you were in town. Now that Igor is back here with us, perhaps someday I will welcome him into the inn. He was always so strange, and no one had anything to do with him. I never imagined I would miss him before. It is a great relief to me that the gypsy has been released. I had not been looking forward to watching him burn at the stake. No man should die so hard.
Well,
Yeah, that gypsy camp is somewhere to the east of town, by the shopping mall.
I still think the punk was a werewolf.
Did you ever see him turn into a wolf?
Well, no.
Did he have hairy hands or pointy ears like Leonard Nimoy?
Well, no.
You see, it's all your fault, blathering on about those stupid, foolish folk tales. Why, we could have harmed an innocent man.
Yeah, I knew all along there's no such thing as werewolves.
Well, Gravedigger returned to town safely, and he can get back to his job overcharging us for those fakakta gravestones.
Yeah, he's even got full medical and dental.
After all, the gravedigger was at work all the time, so to speak.
Well, things ought to settle back to abnormal now. What with our little buddy Igor returning and all.
Yep, we can go back to being open and friendly.
And as always, suspicious of strangers.
You unlock. After some rest, you feel better. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. Someone has left a note for you on. The note reads, "After some rest, you feel